It's time for the Quiver River Electric TribCast pregame, brought to you by River Electric Cooperative, a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, online at quiver.com.
And good morning and welcome to the Missouri State High School Activities Association Class 2 Softball Quarterfinal here on TribCast. Mark Fronick in the Bowling Green Tractor broadcast booth. April Fronick will be along here in a bit as she makes her way back from the Louisiana Country Color Fest. And just a great day, great atmosphere here for softball as Bowling Green continues on their quest for repeat of that Class 2.
RN certified diabetes educator.
This is here. Come in now for rebates up to $2,000 and financing as low as 2.99% APR for funds on hard trip
competition. You're at work while your athletes are at play.
Have you been frustrated by slow internet available where you live? News. Now you have a choice. Viasat Internet has construction, commute.
And welcome to Bowling Green and the MSHSAA Class 2 quarterfinals here on the peoplestribune.com. Bowling Green on the field, and let's set the defense for the LadyCats across the outfield. It's Shelby McMorris in left, Madeline Norton in center, and Kinley Charlton in right. Grace Dameron is the third baseman. Morgan Billings is the shortstop. Haley Chandler is at second base, and Jade Meyer over at first. Gabby Dieters behind the plate. And your pitcher, Sarah Harness, 15 strikeouts in the past 2 games for Bowling Green. And she is on a roll. Has that shutdown stuff. We saw it against the Highland Cougars the other night in the state sectional. And again, Bedsworth for the Trailblazers has that rise ball that she goes to 99% of the time, according to Dean Street. And if they can lay off, they're going to draw a lot of walks here today in this state quarterfinal. And Dean Street has a million different ways that he can prepare his club to beat you. As the throw goes down, we're ready for our first pitch, brought to you by Lacrosse Lumber Company. They have everything you need to start your next improvement project at a location close to you. Lacrosse Lumber Company, getting the job done. And it'll be Bartlett to lead it off, then Whitmer and Farn, and if anyone gets on, the pitcher Bedsworth will bat here in the top of the first inning. So 2 pitches, 1 out, and we are underway here in the MSHSAA Class 2 quarterfinal.
Now batting number 23, the shortstop, Courtney Whitmer.
Whitmer, the shortstop.
I'm still out of breath.
Stance. Back foot or front foot toward first base, and a strike called on the first pitch to Courtney Whitmer. First of 2 Whitmers in the order. We'll have Allie later on. And the 0-1 pitch is taken for strike 2. Quickly 0-2 on Courtney.
Harness getting right to work.
And the 0-2 pitch misses the outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The count to Whitmer, just underway here at Bowling Green. That one in there for strike 3. And quickly 2 outs here in the top of the first inning.
And Harness getting right back to work after that 15 strikeout night. And then well, she's had 2 of those and a 10
back to back.
strikeout.
Bedsworth a 16 strikeout performance against Marceline. And the first pitch is in for a strike to Emily Farnan. She's the right fielder, wears number 15. If you're going to be an outfielder, wear 15, you might as well play center field, right? It's kind of miscasting putting her in right. That one high and wide. 1-1. Wind blowing hard from left to right. 1-1 pitch is fouled back, and it's quickly 1-2 as Farnan hit Gabby Dieters with the bat as she tried to throw that ball back to Harness. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and the base is empty here in the top of the first inning. Sarah Harness rears back and fires, and this one is hit into right and foul. The wind got a hold of that one. That probably on a normal day is a fair ball. 1-2 still the count. And the next is nubbed. Just got a piece of it at the plate. Still 1-2.
Be pitch number 6. Like these long at-bats. There were several of them in the sectional.
I wish. Yeah, there's a hot dog wrapper goes past Harness. She got blown over there.
Yeah.
This one grounded to the first baseman. Up with the Jade Meyer. She'll take it to the bag herself. And 1, 2, 3 go the Trailblazers here in the top of the first inning. We head to the bottom half. Bowling Green coming up in a high wind here in the MSHSAA Quarterfinal on TribCast.
The Bibb Beach Funeral Homes, LLC of Bowling Green and Silex and Collier Funeral Home in Louisiana are proud to sponsor our area high school teams and wish everyone success this season. Uplifting and comforting, Bibb Beach Funeral Homes and Collier Funeral Home will help you celebrate the life of your loved one. Proud to be of service, visit online at bibbbeach.com or collierfuneral.com. A personal touch can mean so much. Bibb Beach Funeral Homes, Bowling Green and Silex and Collier Funeral Home in Louisiana.
Whether it's balls and strikes, fouls, or flags, your referees and game officials are a vital part of high school athletics. If you've ever tried your hand at officiating, you know how hard these men and women work, and you certainly know that they would never miss a call intentionally. Keep these things in mind as you attend sporting events. After all, respecting officials and authority figures is one of the most valuable lessons that we can teach our students. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the People's Tribune and the Missouri State High School Activities Association.
Let's set the defense for the Trailblazers as we head to the bottom of the first inning across the outfield. It's May Cross in left, Bridget Bartlett in center, and Emily Farnan over in right. Emily Conrad is the third baseman, Courtney Whitmer is the shortstop, Sophie Angel at second base, and Emily Lawler over at first. Allie Whitmer behind the plate, and Paige Bedsworth completing her warm-up tosses. And to the plate comes Morgan Billings for the first pitch here in the bottom of the first, brought to you by Lacrosse Lumber Company. Everything you need to start your next improvement project at a location close to you. Lacrosse Lumber Company, getting the job done. Billings, Dieters, Harness, if anyone gets on Chandler here in the bottom of the first.
Leading off for the LadyCats, the shortstop number 00, Morgan Billings.
And Bedsworth's first pitch is inside and started with something other than the rise ball. Where's the 99%? And the 1-0 is low for ball 2, 2-0. And I think that's the plan. Be patient against this pitcher, especially in a high wind. The 2-0. That one misses. 3 balls and no strikes.
They're close, but not hitting.
I think they're all going pretty low, actually. There's a strike. 3-1 to Billings, the Bowling Green shortstop. Wind is a whipping. 3-1 pitch, and that one misses low. It's a walk to Billings, and it's Gabby Dieters.
We missed that at the sectional.
Well, you
the
filled
walk-up
in.
music. Yes, I did. I sang it.
And Bedsworth, better hope for a better fate than the pitcher from Highland, Lauren Morell, had in the first at-bat of Dieters the other night. This one is blasted foul and out of play. 0-1. Wind caught it and took it down prematurely. This one is hit deep, but right at the left fielder, May Cross. The wind definitely got a hold of that one for the first out. Normal day, that's into the scoreboard.
Mm-hmm.
That'll bring in Harness with 1 on and 1 out.
Now batting the pitcher number 12, Sarah Harness.
That might be the great equalizer here today for the Trailblazers, the wind. There's a strike thrown out to second, and in safely, the ball gets away. I think she missed the helmet of Billings anyway. Stolen base for Morgan. Now she's in scoring position with 1 out. Here's the next. That one is a strike. And the count goes to 0-2. The The 0-2 pitch to Harness. Up high. And the count 1-2, and there's that rise ball.
And we know Harness can do damage with runners in scoring position.
The next, swung on and missed, and that's the second out.
Now see, I jinxed her. Shouldn't have said anything.
Well, insight is not jinxing. That'll bring in Haley Chandler with a runner in scoring position. 2 outs, and that one's ripped into left. Ground ball off the left fielder, and Bowling Green going to take a lead. RBI hit for Chandler, and Bowling Green ahead early here in the bottom of the first inning, 1-0 of this MSHSAA Class 2 quarterfinal. Billings scores. Call it an RBI single, goes to second on the air. That'll bring in Meyer, and that's a strike on the inside corner to the Bowling Green first baseman. 2-out RBI. And laying off the rise ball is Meyer, according to plan there. The 1-1 pitch in for a strike. And the count goes to 1-2. Meyer ready again. And the next, fouled back to the screen. We'll have another 1-2. She was right on that one. The ground ball is going to be how Bowling Green wins this ball game today. Walks and ground balls. Another 1-2, and that one's up high, 2-2. This one fouled off the roof of the Bowling Green dugout. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs with the runner at second base. That's Chandler. This is Meyer at the plate.
Pitch number 7.
And the next, fouled back to the screen again as Meyer continues to battle.
Doing a little Bee Gees. Staying alive.
Well, there you go. Yeah. That one dies before it gets to the plate, and the count goes full to Meyer with Grace Dameron, another power hitter waiting on deck.
It's a great at-bat for Jade. Usually the more pitches you see.
This one popped out of play, and she stays at the plate again.
The advantage generally goes to the batter. The more pitches. Stands to reason, of course.
And another 3-2. Inside, and she walked her. Second walk in the inning from Bedsworth. And there's 2 aboard with 2 outs for Grace Dameron. And that'll draw the entire infield and catcher out to talk with Paige Bedsworth. So Dean Street will talk to his runners, his batter, his on-deck hitter. I'm sure if I went down there, he'd talk to me too.
He likes to talk.
It's good to be prepared.
Indeed.
Now everyone returns to their positions. First and second, 2 outs for Grace Dameron. Dameron, the third baseman. Bats from the right-hand side. Here we go.
She was the first home run hitter in the district championship.
Fouled back past us.
And that one just, it's the weirdest home run. It was a pop-up to third that just kind of.
Yeah, caught the wind.
Carried.
Wind's going the other way now. That one inside. And it hit her? Or no, they're asking for an appeal for a swing, and he says no.
No. No.
And I actually.
She brought her elbow forward, but.
I think the first base umpire said that it hit her bat. The home plate umpire didn't hear anything, so you can't appeal that.
Yeah.
You can appeal if it's a swing.
It's one of those weird umpiring things in the sectional where left-handed.
And he's going to call it a strike, or no, call it a hit batter.
I see.
So now the bases are loaded for Madeline Norton. Norton, the center fielder. And quickly out of the dugout to talk about it is Taylor Cowan. She wants an explanation of how that call came to be. And I guess she got all the answers she's going to get and goes back to the dugout. Actually, after the district championship where that ball went through the dugout and into the fans, they added a fence this morning at the end of the visitors' dugout. And that one's on the inside corner for strike one, which means I can't jump down into the dugout from there anymore.
That's right.
That one misses 1-1. Pretty similar location to the first pitch strike.
Yeah, that one's close.
Norton swings and misses, and the count goes to 1-2 with the bases loaded and 2 outs. 1-0 Lady Cats here in the bottom of the first inning. Pulls the bat back and takes the ball low. 2-2. A player deep to straightaway, and strike 3 called on Norton. And we go to the second inning. Bowling Green scores a run on the RBI from Chandler, and we head to the second 1-0 Bowling Green on TribCast.
At Bowling Green Lumber Company, they have everything you need to tackle that home improvement job. From foundation to roof and the complete interior, Bowling Green Lumber can supply all your building needs. They don't call Bowling Green Lumber the most complete building center in the area for nothing. Stop in for siding, hardware, doors, windows, paint, plywood, drywall, treated lumber, ceilings, tools, insulation, and much more. Bowling Green Lumber, 7th and Chapter Drive, phone 324-5400. Other people are trying to make money, we're just trying to make friends. Bowling Green Lumber.
When you contract with a local company, you're sure to receive friendly, professional service. And that's just what you'll get with Orff Construction. A homegrown company, Orff Construction specializes in residential and commercial projects. A state-certified septic installer, Orff's offers backhoe, skid steer, and excavation services. Call 324-3552 for your next project. And remember, Orff's does basements, grading, and much more. Orff Construction in Bowling Green.
Now more TribCast coverage of high school sports from the Bowling Green Tractor broadcast booth. Bowling Green Tractor, your New Holland agriculture equipment dealer, 1201 Business 61 South in Bowling Green.
For the Trailblazers, it'll be the 4, 5, and 6 hitters. Paige Bedsworth to lead it off. She's the pitcher, wears number 6, and the first pitch to her is hammered down the line, foul. Past Meyer at first. Oh and 1. The count to Bedsworth. Cross on deck. And the 0-1 is low and in to even things up. 1 ball, 1 strike to the pitcher, Bedsworth. Huge crowd here. All the way up the line. The 1-1 is grounded to the shortstop, deep in the hole and past Billings into left field. McMorris picks it up, delivers it back to the infield. And that's the first hit for the Trailblazers here in this quarterfinal.
First hit in a game for for Arnis. There were no hits in that sectional. She had a walk, right? That was it? Or am I mixing up games?
I think you're mixing up games.
I am. I was thinking the Silex game. There were 3 hits in the sectional.
Showing bunt, bunts it back to the pitcher. They'll go to first, so the sacrifice is good by May Cross. Bedsworth into scoring position with 1 out.
We've been doing a lot of broadcasting, a lot of preparing for broadcasts.
That'll bring in Emily Lawler. We've pretty much been running for 2 weeks solid.
Yes. Got Color Fest in Louisiana today.
That one bounces in. Good stop by Dieters to hold Bedsworth at second base. Both teams all up on the top step.
Trying to figure out what that noise is.
No one can hear it on at home.
Oh, I know.
That one is fouled.
Sounds like some popcorn or something, though.
1-1.
They're going to be making food somewhere. I want some.
This one grounded foul to first. 1-2 the count. A 1-ball, 2-strike count from Harness. On its way and way out in front of it. The speed stuff had Lawler about 2 foot in front of that pitch. That'll bring in Whitmer with a runner at second and 2 outs.
Now batting the catcher, number 27, Allison Whitmer.
That one fouled back. On the count. And the next. Swung on and missed. 0-2. And Harness just having a hard time staying upright out there with the wind blowing. She reached up to catch that ball and almost got blown to the first baseman. Fouled back to the screen and just getting a piece, Allie Whitmer. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and a runner at second base. The pitch hitting to center field. Moving on it is Norton, and she makes the catch in the wind for the 3rd out. They leave a runner in scoring position. Bowling Green coming up. Going to add to that 1-0 lead after this on TribCast.
What an exciting time of year. The softball championships and our Bowling Green LadyCats defending their state championship. Everyone at Meyer Implement Company in Bowling Green knows how tough it is to reach the top. But the LadyCats' hard work has put them in the hunt for another state title. Proudly serving the area since 1939, Meyer Implement Company appreciates your business. Meyer Implement Company, Business Highway 61 North in Bowling Green. Proud to help sponsor the Bowling Green LadyCats in their quest for another state title.
Nothing outworks an F-Series. Nothing outsells an F-Series. No matter what you're doing, Ford trucks are the trucks the guys and gals who do the hardest work depend on. Don't miss the great deals on America's best-selling brand. Hurry into Pogue Ford today for great deals on new and used vehicles. Whether you're looking for a car, SUV, or truck, Pogue Ford has you covered. Visit soon at Pogue Ford, Business 61 South in Bowling Green, or visit online at PogueFord.com. Pogue Ford, where they treat their customers like friends and family.
TribCast coverage of the Bowling Green LadyCats in the state tournament are brought to you in part by Abel's Quick Shops, Penrod Real Estate, Perkins Electrical Service, Frankfurt Farm Supply, Mike's Tire Service, Dempsey Construction Company, Calvert's General Insurance, by Danny Orff General Contracting, Airco Convenience Centers, Connie Market in Louisiana, Lincoln's Flooring, Country View Nursing Facility, Saints Avenue Cafe, State Representative Jim Hansen. At Nutrient Ag Solutions in Bowling Green, they are focused on one thing and one thing only, providing their customers with the products and services they need to produce the best yield possible. Nutrient Ag Solutions offers Dynagrow and other brands of seed, ag chemicals, bulk and package, custom blend fertilizer, custom application, anhydrous, as well as expert advice and service. Nutrient Ag Solutions, with 2 locations in Bowling Green on Pike 291 and Business Highway 61 North. Nutrient Ag Solutions.
Ball outside for strike 1 on the first pitch to McMorris, and that one's low to even the count at 1-1. McMorris, Charlton, and Billings, and that's a flip-flop in the 8-9 spots from the sectional. 1-1 pitch, swung on and missed. Big cut by McMorris, and she comes up empty to fall behind. Now she'll choke up, shorten up, and dig back in with a 1-2 count. Up high, 2-2. The home plate umpire just signaled 1-2, but it is 2-2. Outside, the count goes full. Now he has the right amount of fingers up. I think he thought he had 2 fingers up, but didn't. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And a big swing and a miss by McMorris. Went after the rise ball that time for the first out.
Strikeout number 3 for Bedsworth.
And it'll bring in the number 9 hitter, Kinley Charlton.
Charlton batted out of the 9-hole in the district championship and the semifinal.
Moved to the 8th spot in the sectional, now back down to 9. And there's a strike called on the first pitch to Kinley. Had that circus catch out there in right field in the sectional as well, where she almost overran it, popped out of her glove, and she was able to get it back in to hold Highland scoreless. Back-to-back strikes on the first 2 pitches, and the 0-2 is swung on and missed. 2 outs, and the base is still empty for the leadoff hitter in the order, Morgan Billings. She walked and scored.
Those walks just always seem to tear you up, especially when it's a leadoff walk.
This one hit in the air. Third baseman wants it in foul territory, and making the catch to end the inning is Emily Conrad. 1, 2, 3 go the LadyCats. We head to the third. Still 1-0 Bowling Green in the MSHSAA Class 2 quarterfinal on TribCast.
As a farmer, you rely on rainfall to ensure your crop production, but sometimes the weather doesn't cooperate. Droughts can and do happen. Long dry spells can ruin your crops, but it shouldn't ruin your life. With a pasture, rangeland, and forage PRF policy through NAU Country Insurance Company and Bowling Green Insurance Agency, you'll be provided with the extra protection you need. Contact Fred Carlson at Bowling Green Insurance to discuss how PRF can help manage your risk. NAU Country Insurance Company is an equal opportunity provider. If you're in the market for New Holland Farm equipment, an Exmark mower, or Kinsey planter, see Bowling Green Tractor today. Bowling Green Tractor is celebrating their completely new state-of-the-art shop and newly remodeled showroom to service all your parts, service, and equipment needs. Call Bowling Green Tractor 324-3337 or stop by and check out the expanded shop. Wishing all our area teams the best of luck this year, Bowling Green Tractor.
Now more TribCast coverage of high school sports from the Bowling Green Tractor broadcast booth. Bowling Green Tractor, your Exmark professional turf care equipment dealer, 1201 Business 61 South in Bowling Green.
8, 9, and 1 hitters for the Trailblazers here in the top of the third inning. It'll be Emily Conrad, then Angel and Bartlett. Conrad, the third baseman, wears number 14, made the catch to end the bottom half of the second in foul territory on the pop-up by Billings. Conrad digs in against Sarah Harness. And the first pitch on its way, and that's up high for ball 1. Harness getting blown around, but doesn't seem to be affecting her too much. That's outside and high, 2-0. Bowling Green a run in the bottom of the first. The difference in this one. The next from Harness, the 2-0 pitch. Foul territory and reaches ground down there near the camera well. Or 2 balls and a strike. I like the Trailblazers uniforms. Blue on blue. This is one swung on and missed, and the count goes to 2-2.
And I know this is something that you and probably our viewers don't care about, but you know, once we get down to one team, I've got the manicure going red and black today.
Swing and a miss, and a strikeout to start the top of the third inning by Harness.
And if they win today, then for Final Four, I have to come up with different ways. I went with red and white for the sectional, red and black today.
And a little almost pom-pom effect on a couple of the nails. That'll bring in Sophie Angel. That one's fouled back to the screen for strike 1. Good cut from the number 9 hitter. They've got a Sophie and a May.
Old names.
Off speed, and Sophie way out in front of that one. Wind kicks up even harder. Swing and a miss. 3-pitch strikeout of Angel, and that takes us back to Bartlett at the top of the order.
Gabby jumped up and pointed at her pitcher. She was awfully happy with that strikeout, which was number 4 for Harness.
Bartlett popped out to Billings at short to start the ball game.
Now, you know, that's my family name.
Uh-huh. Any
Bartlett?
relation there?
I doubt that.
There's a strike called on the first pitch to Bridget.
That's what my grandma is. She was Patricia Bartlett.
Swing and a miss, 0-2.
Her mom was Bartlett. Excuse me. She was always McKinney.
There you go.
And she's tuned in, so
Okay.
hello, Grandma.
Swing and a miss, 3 pitches as Bartlett went after everything away, and Harness kept giving it to her. We played 2.5 innings, heading to the bottom of the third. Heart of the order coming up for the Lady Cats after this on TribCast.
If you buy power from Quiver River Electric Cooperative, you help power your community. How? Quiver River belongs to the people it serves. With people like you in charge, you know decisions about your power are made with you in mind, your community too. What kind of decisions? Sending you a check when there's money left after expenses, holding down rates, helping you save, serving your community. Good for you, power for your community. Quiver River Electric, owned by those we serve.
No matter which team you're rooting for, Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford hopes all our area teams have a wonderful and successful season. Young Enterprise features A-Key and Kent Feeds, Asgrow and DeKalb Seeds, RCIS Crop Insurance, fertilizer, chemicals, interstate batteries, and more. Visit online at youngenterprisesinc.com for more information. Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford.
To the third inning we go, bottom of the third inning. Bowling Green will lead it off with their best hitter, Gabby Dieters. Digs in. She had a home run that caught the wind and was pushed back to a fly out. This one, again, pushed back, and it'll land in the gap for a leadoff single for Dieters. Again, on a normal day, that one's off the fence.
I mean, that was so weird to watch it just slow down to just nothing and then fall out of the sky.
So Dieters 1 for 2, and that'll bring in Sarah Harness, who struck out her first time up.
And I think there's just something about having Gabby on the base paths. She gets sharper.
Inside for ball 1 on the first pitch to Harness.
Harness, I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm. Gabby goes, and this one is hit in the air and deep, foul, and dropped at the line. It is a foul ball for Harness. She was
that was
in foul territory. 1-1 the count to Sarah Harness. If that was a fair ball, she caught it. So this one's up high. Runner goes again, and Dieters in without a slide. Second stolen base for the Lady Cats this afternoon. The last one turned into a run. Billings stole a base in the first inning.
True.
1-0 Bowling Green. The next on its way, and this one fouled back. And the count goes to 2-2. Dieters now has to run into the wind, going from second to third, so we'll see if that affects any decision there. Up high, and the count goes full. And I think Gabby might be in the head of the catcher Whitmer a little bit. The next, and it's a walk. Harness is on, and there's 2 aboard here to start the bottom of the third inning. That'll bring in Haley Chandler.
That's the third walk issued by Bedsworth.
Taylor Darnell will run for Harness again as a courtesy.
Now batting number 13, second baseman, Haley
Chandler?
Chandler.
What did she do her first time up? The RBI single, right?
That's right. Kind of got an extra base on a bobble by the left fielder.
So we'll see what she does this time as the pitch goes well outside for ball one. 1 ball, no strikes. 2 on, nobody out, and that one's up high, 2-0. As I think Haley wanted to swing at that one, but heard coach in the back of her head telling her to hold up. 2-0. There's a strike called.
I think Bedsworth is rattled. She doesn't look comfortable. Started off looking more comfortable at first, I thought.
Yeah, she's tightened up quite a bit. And this one fouled out of play. And the count goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes to the second baseman. And just as a team, Bowling Green a lot looser than they were before the sectional up at Highland.
I didn't get to see much.
This one tomahawked into left, and it will drop foul.
But that was familiar. Just the wind's not going the right direction for her today.
Still 2-2. Nobody out. Runners at first and second. Yeah, Coach Street said he was doing everything, even faked like he was pooping in the outfield to try and get him loosened up the other night, and that one right at us.
With my luck today, I'm surprised.
Yeah, we'd get that right in the face or right in the glass. I've got something I can put up in front of me. I don't want shattered glass in my face. Another 2-2, and that one is taken for strike 3. That's the first out here in the bottom of the third inning, and will bring in Jade Meyer.
Backward K is the 5th for Bedsworth. Not the 5th backward, but 5th strikeout.
Yeah. Meyer drew a walk her first time up, and runner goes, and almost a shot put throw. As both runners advance on a double steal. Out. Called a strike. She had to pull that way back in to frame it. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runners at second and third with 1 out, and the pitch is bounced in. 2-1.
Base hit ought to score 2.
Yeah. The next. Inside, 3-1, and she wouldn't load the bases, would she? For the second straight inning.
Well, Bowling Green left all 3 stranded the last time.
Inside, and it is a walk.
4th.
And when you got, 5 strikeouts, 4 walks, it's not a great day.
No, that's very odd.
Taylor Cowan comes out to talk to her pitcher. We'll take a quick break here in the bottom of the third on TribCast.
Pike County Hospice provides specialized high-quality care and support to patients and their families facing a life-limiting illness. We offer love, hope, and dignity at the end of life by offering a team approach consisting of physicians, skilled nurses, social workers, spiritual counselors, home health aides, and volunteers. We provide respite care for family and loved ones and offer 24-hour-a-day access to a hospice team. Pike County Hospice reduces financial stress on families and provides bereavement care to loved ones.
The Pike County Health Department. Neighbors helping neighbors.
B&B Automotive, home of the $25 oil change up to 5 quarts of oil, is an ASE certified inspection station and offers complete automotive service at a very reasonable rate. Family owned and operated, B&B features low tire prices with many brands to choose from. Stop by or call B&B Automotive in Bowling Green, 573-470-8170. B&B Automotive, 1401 Business Highway 54 in Bowling Green.
The squeeze bunt was just foul on the first pitch to Grace Dameron. And we saw it, the other night where she came out with a bunt unexpectedly, and this one has popped up. And will get down for a hit. Darnell might get out at third, but they didn't throw the ball. Another run in. It's an RBI hit for Grace Dameron, and a big opportunity to get an out there. Kind of spoiled because they wouldn't make a throw. That'll bring in Madeline Norton. 2-0 Bowling Green as Dieters comes around to score. How did that ball drop? Swing and a miss by Norton on the first pitch. She went after the high heat that time. The 0-1, 0-2 quickly. Just one out. And a run in. Base is still loaded. This one hit in the air. Who wants it? It's down, and Darnell's going to get out at home. That's the only batter to, yeah, that should have been infield fly. Third base umpire was right there. There are 2 outs. That's weird.
Yes.
But maybe, I don't know, because of the wind they didn't call it? I don't know. McMorris with 2 outs and the bases loaded and a strike called on the first pitch to the lefty. Number 8 hitter in this order. 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. The next from Bedsworth. In for a strike. And McMorris
that was very odd.
has guessed wrong on the first 2 pitches. I think she was looking for the rise ball. It hasn't come yet. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, and the inning comes to an end. Bowling Green gets one across in a crazy wind-blown inning. We head to the top of the 4th. LadyCats 2, Father Tolton nothing on TribCast.
The Polaris Factory Authorized Clearance is here. Come in now for rebates up to $2,000 and financing as low as 2.99% APR for 36 months on hardworking Rangers, legendary Sportsman ATVs, and high-performance racers. See Hayden's Motorsports Center, US 61 in Frankfort, or call 784-2559. Offer valid in U.S. through 9/30/18 on select new 2015 through 2019 vehicles. Subject to credit approval. Offers vary by model. See dealer for details. Always wear a helmet, never drink and ride.
Well, we're still catching every game, just a lot more from home than here in the stands, huh?
Yeah, and when we do get to go, Dad says we gotta bring our own peanuts and stuff.
Looking for some extra ticket money this season? Let a State Farm agent do a free discount double check that could save you hundreds of dollars on car insurance.
We'll always be there for this team, even when we can't actually be here.
Agent Cindy Blaylock will be there for you. 201 Georgia Street in Louisiana. Online at cindyblaylockagency.com.
State Farm is there. Discounts may vary state to state.
Whether you are ready for a retirement home or care recovering from a hospital stay or surgery, Lynn's Heritage House in Louisiana can provide assisted living to keep you active, safe, and healthy. Family owned and operated since 1996, Lynn's Heritage House offers a beautiful country setting. Private and semi-private rooms with bathroom, low resident to staff ratio, is Medicaid accepted with an RN available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Elegant, affordable assisted living. Lynn's Heritage House, 800 Kelly Lane, Louisiana.
Whitmer to lead things off. It's the 2, 3, and 4 hitters. Courtney Whitmer, and then little bunt and no throw. Gabby couldn't find the grip, and it's a leadoff hit on the bunt. That'll bring in Emily Farnan. What has Farnan done today?
Grounded out to the pitcher.
That was a sacrifice attempt, wasn't it?
No.
No?
She was third out of the first.
Strike on the first pitch to Farnan with Bedsworth on deck. That one outside. Dieters, again, couldn't find the handle on it to snap the throw to first. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody out, and a runner at first base. Potential tying run at the plate. There's a strike called. 1 and 2. Long look from Sarah Harness. And the pitch is grounded back to the pitcher again. Going to try for the out at second. They get the lead runner there. On the fielder's choice, Farnan is aboard for Bedsworth. 1 out. I thought Sarah had that chance earlier on the sack bunt, but this time she goes for it.
Number 6, Paige Bedsworth.
And Bedsworth will dig in. First pitch to Page is back to the shortstop. Going to get the out at first. Probably a good decision as Billings was going to have to throw back across her body to get the out at second. So let's get the sure thing and get Bedsworth off the diamond with May Cross coming up, who was overmatched by the pitching of Harness the first time up. She did have the sacrifice, but just did not look comfortable in there.
No. No, she didn't.
That one way outside. She can't sack bunt this time with 2 down. And the 1-0. Fouled out of play. 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. 2 outs and a runner at second base. So this one is swung on and missed.
She looks less comfortable with this at-bat
Yeah.
than she did the first time around. Usually you get a little more comfortable.
At least she had the option last time to put down the bunt. Option not there this time, and the count goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes. The next, this one off the end of the bat and tracked down in the air by Billings for the 3rd out. Hung up there just long enough for her, and we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Bowling Green up 2-0. Coming to bat on TribCast.
Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, your high-quality 1-2 punch to knock out tough building projects. Bowling Green Ready Mix for all your concrete and concrete supplies, and the only plant locally owned and operated. And Kearns Construction for new homes, remodeling jobs, repair work, and even snow removal. Just call 324-3433 and let the friendly, knowledgeable staff at Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction Company go to work for you.
Serving our area for almost a century and a half, LaCrosse Lumber Company has always offered quality building materials and hardware supplies at reasonable prices and still does today. Believing a satisfied customer is a repeat customer, LaCrosse Lumber Company features free estimates, free delivery, and blueprint services available too. LaCrosse Lumber proudly offers Owens Corning insulation and the top products in the industry. In Bowling Green, Louisiana, Clarksville, Vandalia, and beyond, or visit now at lacrosselumber.com.
9-1 and 2 hitters for Bowling Green here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Lead it off with Kinley Charlton, then back up top for Billings and Dieters, and that's something Bowling Green's so good at. They send so many hitters to the plate, even in a scoreless inning, that you still have to face the heart of the order at least every other inning. Yes. So. Swing and a miss on the first pitch to Kinley.
You are right.
She went after the rise ball all the way back, all the way outside of the box. That one bounced at her feet to even the count at 1-1. And in the very back corner of the batter's box is Charlton. The 1-1 held up. And the count goes to 2 balls and a strike. Here comes another, and that one's up high. I think Kinley has the bat on the shoulder now.
I think she knew that one was going high as soon as it came off her hand.
That one almost hit her, and it's a walk to the number 9 hitter that you struck out easily the first time.
5th walk issued.
And that brings in Billings, who's 1 for 2, or 0 for 1. Drew a walk and scored a run in the first inning. Popped out in foul territory her last time up. So Charlton at first. And a pitch low on the first to Morgan Billings. Dieter's on deck. And the wind dying down a little bit, and that one's up high, 2-0. And Bedsworth, she's just struggling with her command today. It looks like she has good stuff, just can't
You're right.
place it today. And this one is hitting the air.
Oh,
moving on it is the center fielder, and making the catch is Bridget Bartlett for the first out.
Held up too long.
That'll bring in Gabby Dieters. Wind kicks up a little bit. If she can hold off just a little bit, hit it to the opposite field, that's where her power will be today with this win. First pitch to her is called a strike, right in under the hands of the Bowling Green catcher. She moves in even closer to the plate now. Bounces in, good stop that time on the backhand by Whitmer. Or Bowling Green would have a runner in scoring position. The 1-1 to Dieters. Up and in. Not too far in, but it was up. Gabby takes it for a ball. 2-1 to Gabby Dieters. Bedsworth's next pitch is low. 3 balls and a strike. She was intentionally walked, 3 times in the sectional as this one's hitting the air. On the infield, catcher wants it. Whitmer will drop it. Oh, that is dangerous to do with Dieters. You don't give her a second chance. That's what's going to happen here. Count goes to 3-2. You know, I'd almost say put her on first.
I think everyone in the press box was like walking it backward.
Inside, and it's a walk.
That's number 6. 6 strikeouts, 6 walks.
2 on, 1 out, and that brings in Sarah Harness.
And Sarah struck out and walked.
And we'll see if Bowling Green employs the double steal early in this at bat. Harness takes one high and wide for ball 1. Or do you want to play it a little more conservative and make Bedsworth throw some strikes? That one called a strike, broke back over the plate, started inside, and the count even. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. There's 2 on. Here's another, and that one is low, 2-1. This one hit into left, and it's down and into the corner. 1 run comes in. Here comes Dieters. The throw to the relay. Gonna be late. 2 more. Harness drives in a pair with a double. And it's 4-0 Lady Cats.
I told you she can be dangerous with runners in scoring position.
Even more dangerous when Gabby's on ahead of her, right?
Oh, definitely.
That's what you said.
Yes.
And that ball perfectly placed on the line down into the corner. Harness going to run for herself this time. Ball gets away from the pitcher. And the second baseman, Angel, has to pick it up. 1 ball, no strikes to Haley Chandler. The next, off speed, misses. 2-0. And Bedsworth just cannot believe that she's walked this many. This one hit off the end of the bat and into right field. Did you see the curve on that? Run's going to score as it's misplayed out there in right by Farnan. She gets it back in to hold Chandler to a single. It's 5-0 Bowling Green here in the quarterfinals, and it's starting to look like a trip to Springfield's in our future.
Get your bags packed.
Well, I'll pack them later in the week. I mean, the game. And another conference on the mound with the infield, as Bowling Green has scored 3 in the inning to lead 5-0. And Drew Orff is spot on with his music sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
There was someone in the end zone last night, or beyond the end zone, getting pulled over, so he played the Cops theme. And Bowling Green scores 3 in an inning, and this is how we do it. Plays on the speakers here at the ballpark.
I think it's my manicure.
Is that what it is?
No. Jade's been walked twice.
And she gets hit by the inside pitch right on the hip. And there's 2 aboard. And that brings in Grace Dameron now with 1 out.
I didn't even get that out of my mouth.
On base 3 times without having to swing the bat. And she has swung the bat. And this one is hit in the air to right. And in foul territory, unable to make the catch is Farnan. Right up against the fence.
Dameron was hit by a pitch in the first inning and then had the RBI single in the third. That scored Dieters, which was the second run.
This one hit in the air to the third baseman, and at the dugout making the catch is Conrad for the second out. Good effort. She's pretty good at fouling those pop flies. It's the second one she's caught in foul territory. That one over the rail of the Trailblazer dugout. That'll bring in Madeline Norton. Norton reached on a fielder's choice her last time up, 0 for 2 today. Runners at first and second with 2 outs. 3 have scored for Bowling Green. 2-run double by Sarah Harness. Harness came around to score on the single by Chandler. That one goes up high on the first pitch to Norton.
I still can't get over that curve on that one by Chandler.
Trying to bunt with 2 outs and misses to even the count at a ball and a strike. Runners in the ready at first and second, and a ball inside 2-0, or 2-1 rather. The center fielder in to hold the runner at second. That one up. Called a strike.
Yep.
2-2. That was a high strike. Deuce is wild. And a swing and a miss retires the side. Norton goes down for the second time via the strikeout. We head to the 5th inning already. Bowling Green scores 3 and lead 5-0 in the Class 2 quarterfinal over Father Tolton on TribCast.
TribCast coverage of the Bowling Green LadyCats in the state tournament are brought to you in part by Abel's Quick Shops, Penrod Real Estate, Perkins Electrical Service, Frankfurt Farm Supply, Mike's Tire Service, Dempsey Construction Company, Calvert's General Insurance, by Danny Orff General Contracting, Airco Convenience Centers, Connie Market in Louisiana, Lincoln's Flooring, Country View Nursing Facility, Saints Avenue Cafe, State Representative Jim Hansen.
Hello, this is Mary Millen from Community State Bank of Missouri. Some financial institutions make you go through a lot of red tape to get a loan. At Community State Bank, we try to keep things simple. When you talk with us, you're talking to the people who make decisions. Next time you need a loan for whatever reason, come see us. You'll be glad you did. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887, equal housing lender.
Throw goes down, and we're ready to start playing the 5th inning already of this MSHSAA Class 2 quarterfinal. LadyCats lead Father Tolton 5-0, and we'll take on the winner of that Blair Oaks game next week in Springfield if they can hold on.
Oh, little white stripes. Drew is good at this. 6, 7, 8 batters.
That'll bring in Lawler, and she takes the ball outside. What did she do her first time up?
Struck out. She was a strikeout victim number 2.
And the 1-0 pitch. Called a strike on the inside corner. Ball and a strike to Lawler. Not Jerry the King. This is Emily. This one is hit to the second baseman and in the air. Chandler stuck with it and makes the catch. Had to reach back a little bit as that caught the wind. But Bowling Green just so sound defensively. Little wind's not going to rattle them. They've tracked the ball pretty well today. A lot of balls hit in the air, little looping line drives.
Whitmer flew out.
Ooh, that is a fooled swing. I'm surprised those blue socks aren't sitting there in the batter's box still.
Kind of cracked the bat on the ground after that.
That one bounces in to even the count at a ball and a strike.
I think she was irritated with herself on that one.
The 1-1 offering on its way, and that one is hit to the opposite field and foul. It is a foul ball. It's called. She's still running, but it was a foul ball by about a foot, and she's like, what? And the count goes to 1-2. The first base umpire was emphatic right off the bat that it was a foul ball. But Whitmer didn't want to believe it. So the count goes to 1-2, and now you got to just come up with something nasty here, Sarah. This one back to the pitcher.
Uh-oh.
And she dropped it, and a freebie there, E1. And that'll bring in Emily Conrad.
Conrad, strikeout victim number 3. She struck out in the 3rd.
Courtesy runner for the catcher is Jada Rudkin will run for Whitmer.
Rudkin runs.
Rutrow. And Coach Dean Street will come out to talk to his troops here in the top of the 5th inning. We'll take a quick break. 1 out, 1 on TribCast.
The Law Office of Briscoe and Brandon reminds you that tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, do your part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition. A message from the Law Office of Briscoe and Brandon. The choice of a lawyer is an important one and should not be based upon advertisements alone.
Now more TribCast coverage of high school sports from the Bowling Green Tractor broadcast booth. Bowling Green Tractor, new and used equipment, parts and service, 1201 Business 61 South in Bowling Green.
So the number 8 hitter, Emily Conrad, will dig in with 1 on and 1 out. And I think that's just a, hey, those things happen type of conversation. I don't think there was any real strategery going on there, as that one's high and wide. For ball 1 to Conrad. What did Emily do her first time up?
Struck out.
And the batter after her?
Struck out.
Okay, 1-0.
And the one after that struck out too.
Yeah. This one popped up and out of play. Everyone gave it a look, but that one caught the wind and almost made it to the baseball diamond. 1-1. As Conrad ready for another, and here's Harness's delivery. Swing and a miss. Ball and 2 strikes.
Coach Craig Smith went and tracked that down.
Oh, who cares what Craig's doing?
We'll care in the next season.
Yeah. Up high, laying off was Conrad. I was making a joke. Appeal down to first, and a 2-2 pitch. This one hit over the second baseman into short right field. They're trying for the play at second, and I thought they got it in time. They say the slide beat the throw, so no force, and the 7 and 8 hitters have gotten on, and the number 9 hitter comes up with 2 on and 1 out. And Harness wants a different ball. Gets it from Gabby Dieters. Boy, I thought they got the force play there.
I did too.
Swing and a miss on the first pitch to Angel. Trying to make the spirit disappear here. Is Harness. Popped up, out of play, behind us. And the count goes to 0-2. 1 out. Runners at first and second here in the top of the 5th inning.
I just need to remember that what's on the field, you can't even time. So just get in there, get right back to business.
This one popped up. Who wants it? And making the catch, a basket catch, is Billings as she ran out to the outfield grass to where it was supposed to be and then ran behind the bag to where it ended up. 2 down. I really thought McMorris was going to wave her off at one point. And that'll bring in Bartlett with 2 on and 2 out.
And Bartlett's
swing and a miss as she continues to go outside to Bartlett. She can't lay off, can she?
Nope. And she popped up to short and struck out.
And every pitch of that strikeout was outside, just like that one, as this one swung on and missed 0-2, and Bartlett looked just defeated after the first 2 pitches.
Yeah, she did. She dropped her shoulders and everything.
Harness, the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. She got her, and the inning comes to a close. Strike out the leadoff hitter to leave the 7 and 8 hitters aboard here in the 5th inning. Time to stretch with State Farm Insurance agents Paul Schuchard in Bowling Green, Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and Ramsey Dickerman in Vandalia. Get a discount double check on your insurance today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Back with the bottom of the 5th. Bowling Green coming up 5-0 on TribCast.
Mid-America Auto and Towing, filled with quality pre-owned cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. Mid-America Auto and Towing, complete automotive service, including tires with wholesale pricing and 24-hour towing. Mid-America Auto and Towing, financing for everyone. Buy here and pay here on select models. Mid-America Auto and Towing, a no-hassle, positive car buying experience on West Main in Bowling Green and online at midamericaautoandtowing.com.
At Pike County Memorial Hospital, we know how important athletics are for your kids, but with an active lifestyle of sports comes health risks and safety hazards. As a certified athletic trainer at PCMH, I work closely with our primary care physicians, orthopedic doctors, and physical therapists. We can make a difference between safe play and dangerous injuries for your athletes. Working with Clopton, Bowling Green, and Louisiana schools, our goal is to provide the best outcome for your athlete. I'm Eric Schaefer, certified athletic trainer at Pike County Memorial Hospital. We're at work while your athletes are at play.
Pinch hitter to start the bottom of the 5th inning is Tanner Turner, the freshman, will bat again. She had a good battle the other night, ended up falling victim to a strikeout, but it was, a 10-pitch at bat?
Yes.
And a swing and a miss on the first pitch from Bedsworth. So Turner, and Charlton back up top for Billings. Time called before the pitch by Tanner and granted by the home plate umpire, and Bedsworth went ahead. So an 0-1 pitch on its way to Tanner. And on the swing, it's a strike. Called by the home plate umpire, no appeal. And it's 0-2 to the freshman. Tanner will bring herself back into the box. Stares out at Bedsworth for the 0-2 pitch, and that one taken outside. Oh, called a strike.
Oh.
High and away to the diminutive freshman, and called a strike anyway. That's something else there. Kinley Charlton will dig in with the bases empty and 1 out.
Strikeout number 8 for Bedsworth.
That one inside for ball 1 to Charlton, who she drew a walk and scored her last time up. And the 1-0, swing and a miss. Evens up the count to the number 9 hitter and right fielder for Bowling Green, who almost threw a runner out at second a little while ago. Swing and a miss. Took something off that one, did Bedsworth.
She did throw her out. It just didn't get called.
Yeah.
It was super, super close.
Swing and a miss, and back-to-back strikeouts to start the bottom of the 5th inning. And back to the top of the order we go for Morgan Billings.
Morgan walked and came around and scored the first run of this ball game in the first. Popped up in foul territory and then flew out to center.
This one fouled straight back, and the whole student section flinched at that one. The 0-1 up high, 1-1 the count. Morgan's had a nice afternoon in that leadoff spot. This one popped up, foul territory. It will reach the stands. And the count goes to 1-2. Billings digs back in. Up high, 2-2. Leaned in like she was going to pull the trigger and then pulled back. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Base is empty, 2 outs. The next from Bedsworth is hit on a line to the center fielder, and diving for the catch is Bridget Bartlett. Nice job by the Trailblazers center fielder, and we head to the 6th inning. Still 5-0 Lady Cats on TribCast.
Have you been frustrated by slow internet available where you live? Great news. Now you have a choice. Viasat Internet has just rolled out brand new fast internet plans available in your area. Call your local internet expert, Cellular and Satellite Center today. Standard installation is free, and they can usually get you installed in 3 to 5 days. Don't put up with slow internet any longer. Call Cellular and Satellite Center at 573-324-3722. Terms and restrictions apply. See Viasat.com for details.
The Bibb Beach Funeral Homes LLC of Bowling Green and Silex and Collier Funeral Home in Louisiana are proud to sponsor our area high school teams and wish everyone success this season. Uplifting and comforting, Bibb Beach Funeral Homes and Collier Funeral Home will help you celebrate the life of your loved one. Proud to be of service, visit online at bibbbeach.com or collierfuneral.com. A personal touch can mean so much. Bibb Beach Funeral Homes, Bowling Green and Silex, and Collier Funeral Home in Louisiana.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these 2 schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at the People's Tribune and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
Whitmer leads things off, offers a bunt, and misses for strike 1. 0-1 the count to the number 2 hitter in this Trailblazer order. Whitmer, Farnan, and Bedsworth. The first 3 to hit here in the top half of the 6th. Bunted, foul, 0-2. So she'll have to switch off.
She got the bunt put down in the 4th, but then got picked off in a fielder's choice by the next batter.
And the 0-2 pitch popped up. Back toward us, over us, and it rolls back down the hill a little bit. Still 0-2. 5-0. The Bowling Green lead here with a trip to the Final Four, a return trip to the Final Four on the line in Springfield next week. There's a strike called. Very nonchalant strikeout call from the home plate umpire that time in the first out here in the top of the 6th inning. So Whitmer gone and Farnan comes up.
Farnan grounded out to the pitcher and then had that fielder's choice in the 4th.
And the first pitch to her is swung on and missed on the off speed. Fooled again. Bowling Green a run in the bottom of the 1st, another single tally in the bottom of the 3rd, 3 runs in the bottom of the 4th for their 5-0 lead. This one popped out of play, and a nice, with the sun drop in the hand, a nice play by a Chiefs fan down there.
Harness out again, 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes, base is empty and 1 out. And this one popped up. Will it stay on the field of play? Over is the first baseman and off the side fence. Stayed on the field.
I think there was a photographer in the way.
So the count stays, no balls and 2 strikes to Farnan. We'll call him Steve Bartman.
Yeah.
New ball comes out to Harness. And an 0-2 pitch. Just got a piece. Count stays, no balls and 2 strikes. 1 out here for the Trailblazers. Bowling Green still has 5 outs to get. Outside, and a ball and 2 strike count. A 1-2 pitch from Harness. Swung on and missed. Juggled but hung on to by Dieters, and Farnan a strikeout victim.
It was number 8 for Harness.
And it'll bring in Bedsworth.
She's 1 for 2 today. She singled in the second and grounded out in the 4th.
Be a good spot for her first strikeout of the afternoon. That one misses high for ball 1. 1-0 the count. To Paige Bedsworth. The next from Sarah Harness. Popped out of play, 1-1.
Father Tolton only with 3 hits today. They've only had 4 on base.
The 1-1 offering. Popped out of play again. Look out. Girl had to change direction. She was running this way with 1 ball. Had to go back. 1-2. With 2 outs and the base is empty. Harness's pitch. Just misses 2-2. All the reserves up on the top step of both dugout. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the next. Hit in the air and deep.
Oh,
that
wow.
one is gone. Bedsworth a solo home run here to break up the shutout. Gets Father Tolton on the board here in the top of the 6th inning with 2 outs. And that ball was hammered. You know, and there was a lull in the wind, and as soon as it landed, the wind picked up again. So, I mean, a second sooner,
even.
a second later, that probably isn't a home run.
You're right. You're so right.
That'll bring in a May Cross with the bases empty and 2 outs after the home run by Bedsworth. I haven't seen too many home runs given up by Harness over the last few years.
No. Cross had a sacrifice bunt in the second, and she had that loopy liner to short.
Swing and a miss here. No balls, 1 strike. And then the ball thrown into center field by Dieters. Yeah, cut off by the shortstop. Main Cross ready again. Harness has her sign. And the next. Called a strike, 0-2. Harness waiting for Cross to dig in. The 0-2 pitch. Wouldn't offer at it, just held it up, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases empty, a run in for Father Tolton. And the next. Swung on and missed, gets away. Dieters will throw over to first and retire the side. A solo home run by Bedsworth, the only run on the board here for Father Tolton. LadyCats coming up, leading 5-1 now on TribCast.
At Bowling Green Lumber Company, they have everything you need to tackle that home improvement job. From foundation to roof and the complete interior, Bowling Green Lumber can supply all your building needs. They don't call Bowling Green Lumber the most complete building center in the area for nothing. Stop in for siding, hardware, doors, windows, paint, plywood, drywall, treated lumber, ceilings, tools, insulation, and much more. Bowling Green Lumber, 7th and Chapter Drive, phone 324-5400. Other people are trying to make money, we're just trying to make friends. Bowling Green Lumber.
When you contract with a local company, you're sure to receive friendly, professional service. And that's just what you'll get with Orff Construction. A homegrown company, Orff Construction specializes in residential and commercial projects. A state-certified septic installer, Orff's offers backhoe, skid steer, and excavation services. Call 324-3552 for your next project. And remember, Orff's does basements, grading, and much more. Orff Construction in Bowling Green.
Gabby Dieters to lead things off for Bowling Green here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Bowling Green 3 outs away from going back to the Final Four. The pitch to Gabby is hit out of play down the third base line. 0-1. So Blair Oaks, the next opponent most likely. Their game a little bit later on. The 0-1 pitch to Dieters is low and in to even things up 1-1.
Gabby flew out to the left in the first, singled in the third, was walked in the fourth.
That one off speed and hits the strike zone for a 1-2 count.
Anytime she's been on the base paths, though, she has scored.
This one hit in the air. Third baseman wants it, and in front of the dugout will make the catch. Conrad has been on point on the foul balls today. Okay, so the next game will be at 2 o'clock on the 26th, which is Friday. And then the championship game at 4 o'clock on Saturday the 27th. And that one is in for a strike. Sarah Harness, what has she done today?
She struck out in the first, walked in the third, and had a 2 RBI double.
That one misses inside, 2-1. Up high. 3 balls and a strike to Harness, with Chandler waiting on deck. This one popped out of play, and the count goes full.
It's only the second time in this game this count has gone full.
This one fouled out of play past the batting cage and almost into Dad's trailer. Another 3-2 pitch, and this one is hit to center field. Moving back on it is Bartlett. Did the wind catch it? Yes, it did, but Bartlett can't. Off her glove. Here's Chandler, or Harness going for third, and she's in there with a stand-up 3-base error. Any other day, that's a home run, but today, that's a ball that needs to be caught by Bartlett, and she just muffed it like a punt. That'll bring in Chandler with a runner at third and just one out. One and 0. And the next to Chandler, and that one is swung on and missed. Took something off the riser that time. And Haley was out in front. Ball and a strike. And that one bounces in. 2-1. Bowling Green starts to chat it up in their dugout. Called a strike. Count goes to 2-2. One out, runner at third. Haley digs back in. And that one low for ball 3. Count goes full.
Just the third time for Bowling Green with the full count.
And the next from Bedsworth. Foul tip back. We'll do it again. How about another 3-2 to Chandler? Fouled straight back, and Haley was right on that one with 3 balls and 2 strikes. Boy, they're leaving the middle of the infield wide open.
Yes. Pitch number 8.
And fooled her on that one. For the strikeout and the second out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Who's going to be up for Tolton in the bottom or in the top of the 7th?
And that'll be the 6, 7, 8.
So now they'll bring in the courtesy runner with 2 outs as Darnell.
Strikeout number 10 for Bedsworth. And Jade, she's been on base 3 times, 2 walks, and was hit.
Takes a strike to start this at bat, 0-1. And the next, that's also in there for a strike, 0-2 quickly to Jade Meyer. The next, that one misses low for a ball and 2 strikes.
She had the longest at-bat of the game in the first inning.
The 1-2, hit in the air toward right field and out of play.
By doing that a whole lot.
Yep. 1-2.
It went 10 pitches long.
And another to Jade. That one low. 2-2. Runner at third, 2 outs, 2 balls, 2 strikes to Jade Meyer, and Bedsworth flips the ball into her hand out of her glove and now delivers, and that's up high to load the count. 3 balls, 2 strikes here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Jade likes to have long at bats.
That one fouled out of play, and it continues.
This will be pitch number 8.
From Bedsworth, and this one's grounded past the shortstop and third baseman into short left field. Another run comes in, and Bowling Green erases that solo home run in the top half with a 2-out RBI hit from Jade Meyer to score Darnell and put Bowling Green back up by 5. The 2-out RBI has been big for Bowling Green in this postseason.
Right.
And Jade is going to be replaced for a pinch runner. Haley Prater, the freshman infielder slash pitcher, will be the runner at first. Grace Dameron takes the ball inside for ball 1. So Prater is the runner at first after Meyer gets the RBI single with 2 outs. Low, 2-0.
Dameron already has an RBI to her credit. She had an RBI single in the 3rd. She popped up to the third baseman, and she was hit by a pitch.
And the dirt runner goes, and she is safe. Slid under the tag, does Prater. Stolen base for the freshman, and the count goes to 3 balls and no strikes. And this is something that Bedsworth has had trouble with all day long, getting that 3rd out.
Right.
A lot of the damage today done with 2 down. And a 3-0 is hit in the air and deep to right field. It's back and it is gone. A 2-run shot. Oh, what an opposite field bomb by Grace Dameron. Bowling Green scores 3 times again here in the bottom of the 6th and leads this Class 2 quarterfinal 8-1. Both teams with a dinger today. Bowling Green's is bigger. That one just kept going to the opposite field.
Mm-hmm.
Eight to 1. That'll bring in Norton with 2 outs. This one hit out of play. 0-1 the count to Madeline.
Madeline's due. She struck out twice and reached on fielder's choice.
This one grounded to the first baseman. Trouble with it, but able to pick it up as Lawler as it rolled up her arm for the 3rd out. We're going to the 7th. Bowling Green 3 outs away here in the Class 2 quarterfinal. A trip to Springfield looking closer and closer here on TribCast.
What an exciting time of year. The softball championships and our Bowling Green LadyCats defending their state championship. Everyone at Meyer Implement Company in Bowling Green knows how tough it is to reach the top. But the LadyCats' hard work has put them in the hunt for another state title. Proudly serving the area since 1939, Meyer Implement Company appreciates your business. Meyer Implement Company, Business Highway 61 North in Bowling Green. Proud to help sponsor the Bowling Green LadyCats in their quest for another state title.
Nothing outworks an F-Series. Nothing outsells an F-Series. No matter what you're doing, Ford trucks are the trucks the guys and gals who do the hardest work depend on. Don't miss the great deals on America's best-selling brand. Hurry into Pogue Ford today for great deals on new and used vehicles. Whether you're looking for a car, SUV, or truck, Pogue Ford has you covered. Visit soon at Pogue Ford, Business 61 South in Bowling Green, or visit online at PogueFord.com. Pogue Ford, where they treat their customers like friends and family.
Now more TribCast coverage of high school sports from the Bowling Green Tractor broadcast booth. Bowling Green Tractor, your Exmark professional turf care equipment dealer, 1201 Business 61 South in Bowling Green.
7th inning, 3 outs. Bowling Green has to get, and it's the 6, 7, and 8 hitters coming up. Emily Lawler, Allie Whitmer, and Emily Conrad. Those are the three separating Bowling Green from a trip to Springfield in defense of their Class 2 state championship. Harness rears back and fires, and the pitch is in for strike one.
Emily struck out in the second and had one of those loopy liners to second base in the 5th.
And the 0-1 hitter. Ooh, right on the side of the knee. Knee buckled. And Harness hits the leadoff batter. And into this batter's box is Allie Whitmer, the catcher.
Whitmer flew out to center and reached on an error. They've only had 4 base runners, this being the 5th.
That's going to swell up on the way home. All right, so 1 on, nobody out. And the pitch is swung on and missed by Whitmer. Whitmer, Conrad, Angel, the next 3. The 0-1, up high, 1-1. And the 1-1, it just misses. 2 balls and a strike. Harness, that flag just in center field is just moving out there. The 2-1, and this one back up the middle, a base hit. So Tolton not going to go quietly. The first 2 have reached, and the number 8 hitter, Emily Conrad, will dig in. Runner, again, will be Jada Rudkin, courtesy for the catcher.
So they had 2 runners on in the 5th. That's as many as they've ever had, and with 1 out, and Harness put them away.
That one misses outside on the first pitch to Conrad. Trailblazers making some noise here in the top of the 7th inning. The 1-0. Up high, 2 balls and no strikes. And Gabby's going to come out and talk to her pitcher. Rest of the infielders will join here with nobody out in the top of the 7th inning and 2 aboard.
I wonder if they're out there talking about what kind of a wedding present to get.
I don't think any of them are engaged. Maybe a baby shower gift for Coach.
There you go. There you go. That was a little Bull Durham.
Yeah.
Reference.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. 2-0 the count. Conrad digs back in. And the next. High and away. 3-0. So a hit batter. Single up the middle. Now a 3-0 count to the number 8 hitter. And the next is in for a strike. Get over a fastball, did just that. Three-one the count. The next popped out of play, and the count goes full. Trailblazers got on the board last inning with a solo home run by their pitcher. Now a 3-2 pitch. Misses. And it's a walk, and the bases are loaded with nobody out.
First walk of the day issued by Harness.
So what do the Lady Cats do here? Number 9 hitter, Sophie Angel. How about a triple play, huh? This one back to the screen on a foul ball, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike to Angel with Bartlett waiting on deck. Here's the 0-1. 1-1. That misses low and in. The 1-1 pitch. This one popped into center.
Oh.
Moving back on it is Norton. It'll score a run most likely.
That's
and
it.
In to score. We'll see. Runners at the corners now with 1 out. And they're going to appeal at second and out at second. They got it. She left early. So the runner standing at third is now out, and there's a runner at first base with 2 outs, and the whole complexion of the inning changes. So it's a force out at second base. Runner at first with 2 outs. She tagged but left before the ball was in the glove of Norton, and this one to the first baseman, and caught in foul territory. Bowling Green's going back to Springfield with an 8-2 victory. The defending champions' defense continues. Friday and hopefully Saturday into the championship game. Bowling Green wins it. What a weird ending. Load the bases, nobody out. A sacrifice fly turns into a double play because the runner left second early. And then a looping line drive to first that's caught in foul territory by Meyer to win the ball game. We'll be back with the Bowling Green Ready Mix TribCast postgame for you after this on thepeoplestribune.com.
TribCast coverage of the Bowling Green Lady Cats in the state tournament are brought to you in part by Abel's Quick Shops, Penrod Real Estate, Perkins Electrical Service, Frankfurt Farm Supply, Mike's Tire Service, Dempsey Construction Company, Calvert's General Insurance, by Danny Orff General Contracting, Airco Convenience Centers, Connie Market in Louisiana, Lincoln's Flooring, Country View Nursing Facility, Saints Avenue Cafe, State Representative Jim Hansen, and the Bowling Green Bobcat Booster Club Bowling Green. They are focused on one thing and one thing only, providing their customers with the products and services they need to produce the best yield possible. Nutrien Ag Solutions offers Dynagrow and other brands of seed, ag chemicals, bulk and package, custom blend fertilizer, custom application, anhydrous, as well as expert advice and service. Nutrien Ag Solutions, with 2 locations in Bowling Green on Pike 291 and Business Highway 61 North. Nutrien Ag Solutions. As a farmer, you rely on rainfall to ensure your crop production, but sometimes the weather doesn't cooperate. Droughts can and do happen. Long dry spells can ruin your crops, but it shouldn't ruin your life. With a pasture, rangeland, and forage PRF policy through NAU Country Insurance Company and Bowling Green Insurance Agency, you'll be provided with the extra protection you need. Contact Fred Carlson at Bowling Green Insurance to discuss how PRF can help manage your risk. NAU Country Insurance Company is an equal opportunity provider. It's time for the Bowling Green Ready Mix TribCast postgame, brought to you by Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, your high-quality 1-2 punch to knock out building projects.
Bowling Green wins this one by a final of 8-2. Harness your winning pitcher. The loss goes to Bedsworth. What a ball game, and what a team, these Bowling Green Lady Cats, going back to Springfield to defend their Class 2 state title. 8-2 our final. What a weird final half inning. Harness loads the bases, a hit batter, a base hit, and a walk, then a sac fly. The runner left second early, was They appealed back to the base, and the umpire called the runner out, so that erased a runner and turned a sac fly into a double play. The run did come in for the second run, but then the next pitch is looped in foul territory to the first baseman, Meyer, who caught it at her shoestrings to end the ball game and send Bowling Green back to the state Final Four. Final 8-2. We'll get the particulars after this, and hopefully interview with our player of the game coming up here on thepeoplestribune.com.
If you're in the market for New Holland Farm equipment, an Exmark mower, or Kinsey planter, see Bowling Green Tractor today. Bowling Green Tractor is celebrating their completely new state-of-the-art shop and newly remodeled showroom to service all your parts, service, and equipment needs. Call Bowling Green Tractor 324-3337 or stop by and check out the expanded shop. Wishing all our area teams the best of luck this year, Bowling Green Tractor.
If you buy electricity from Quiver River Electric Cooperative, you're more than a customer. You're a member too. What does that mean? It means you have a say in how things run. It means you have equity in Quiver River when there's money left after expenses each year. It means that helping you save electricity is important because we're in this together. It means you have more than safe, reliable energy. You have power. You have people. Quiver River Electric Cooperative, owned by those they serve. CUIVRE.com.
No matter which team you're rooting for, Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford hopes all our area teams have a wonderful and successful season. Young Enterprise features A-Key and Kent Feeds, Asgrow and DeKalb Seeds, RCIS Crop Insurance, fertilizer, chemicals, interstate batteries, and more. Visit online at youngenterprisesinc.com for more information. Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford. This is the Bowling Green Ready Mix TribCast postgame, brought to you by Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, your high-quality 1-2 punch to knock out building projects.
8-2 our final here in the MSHSAA Class 2 quarterfinal. Bowling Green moves back to the state Final Four in Springfield coming up on Thursday and Friday from the Killian Sports Complex. Of course, the semifinals will be Friday in the small fields, and then the championships will be played inside the home of the Missouri State Lady Bears. On the third place game will be on Friday as well, and then Saturday the championship games. The Class 2 championship will be played at 2 o'clock on Saturday. The semifinal will be on Friday at 2. Actually, the championship at 4 o'clock. And the third place game, just in case, October 26th at 7 p.m. So that's the schedule, as both semifinals will be played at 2 o'clock on Friday on the smaller field. So Bowling Green will take on the winner of the Blair Oaks Warsaw game. That one starts in about 20 minutes. And then the other two semifinals, East Carter will take on Montgomery County at 3 o'clock, and the other 2 o'clock game, Holden and Trenton. Let's get Coach Dean Street in here to talk about this victory as we continue on here in the Bowling Green Ready Mix TribCast postgame. Coach, weird way to end it, but pretty dominating performance here today for your Lady Cats.
Yeah, you know, all around, I think Sarah probably the strongest win she's ever had to pitch in.
Yeah, and she was getting blown over in the early innings.
Right, and that, you know, that's something that you don't really know how to. You can prepare all you want for it. You can try to give them the win that's going to be here, but the wind started swirling. You can see our flagpole out there is almost bent over.
Yeah.
Some light poles are about to come down. But either way, you know, those girls had to make that adjustment through pregame. Madeline Norton did a great job in the outfield. You know, Morgan made some great plays at shortstop. The fly balls that went up, we read them pretty well, and I think that we recovered once the wind did what it wanted to with it.
Yeah, definitely better than the other side did.
Yeah.
As you guys had a couple of balls drop that probably shouldn't have on a normal day, and then some balls that would probably be home runs on other days that turned into pretty routine flyouts.
I don't think I've ever seen in a season so many hits taken away from Morgan Billings. I mean, how many, you know, game after game, she's got a girl diving to take her ball away. And, you know, after that, she just comes up smiling. Like, she knows that she's doing something good, but, you know, it's just not a result. And she's come on quite strong at the end here.
tough luck hitter, but she more than made up for it. That little pop-up that started out in short left field and ended up behind second base.
Right.
Morgan staying with that. That's a veteran move there.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost like she's played 4 years there. But,
yeah.
She definitely filled in some big footsteps in Anna Nobles last year, and she's ran with it, and it's great to see that because, I think our middle infield, we play off of her, and Morgan set the tone the last couple games.
So now, most likely a rematch with Blair Oaks in the semifinal this year. How has their team changed? Have you heard anything about them?
They will be a different team. They are a different team. They're going to be a little bit younger, but Blair Oaks, they have a tradition of softball, and they're going to be prepared. Fortunately for us, we were at the QP Classic, and we got video on them of their team this year. So going to that tournament not only did us wonders with playing better competition, but giving us some film to prepare with. We've seen the pitcher before. Not all of our hitters have, and we're going to try to prepare with it just like we prepared today. Our goal was to eliminate the rise ball, and I mean we maybe chased 3 swings out of the zone. So girls buy into a game plan and they executed. So it's great to see. And like I said, we got, instead of 1 day now, we've got 5 to prepare, and I like what we can do as a staff to get those girls ready in that time, and if it does come down to that, we'll be ready.
I don't think that girl's walked 8 batters many times in her career, so it was a great approach that you guys had, great scouting, and it worked out for you big time here today.
Yeah, they executed. Hats off to the girls. I can give them all I want with paper and words on it, but for them to execute is a testament to them.
Well, congratulations,
Thank
Coach.
you.
We'll see you next
Thank you
week.
very much.
That is Coach Dean Street here in the Bowling Green Ready Mix TribCast post game. And let's get our Community State Bank TribCast player of the game in here, and that's Grace Dameron. She's coming. Got to work up to it. Grace, what was the pitch, and were you trying to go opposite field in this win?
No, I really wasn't trying. It was 3-0 count, and Street said if it's a fastball and you like it, hit it. And I actually thought about just not hitting it at all and letting it go, but it was an outside pitch, and I went with it.
So that's a 2-run shot, kind of stole all the momentum that they had from that home run the previous inning, and then that crazy 7th inning. What was it like? What was the feeling on the field when they loaded the bases with nobody out?
Well, I had confidence in our defense because we've really worked hard, and I think we can get out of anything if we put our minds to it.
So now Blair Oaks most likely next round. They'll be hungry for some redemption after last year. You guys got to watch them a little bit. Coach said at the QP Classic. What do you know about them?
They have a good pitcher.
Yep.
Other than that,
just excited to go back to state, aren't you?
Yeah.
Well, congratulations on the home run and the big 8-2 victory today. And the LadyCats, they're going back to defend that title. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's our Community State Bank TribCast player of the game with 3 RBIs today, Grace Dameron, here on the Bowling Green Ready Mix TribCast postgame. We'll take a quick break, come back with some final numbers after this on thepeoplestribune.com.
Pike County Hospice provides specialized high-quality care and support to patients and their families facing a life-limiting illness. We offer love, hope, and dignity at the end of life by offering a team approach consisting of physicians, skilled nurses, social workers, spiritual counselors, home health aides, and volunteers. We provide respite care for family and loved ones and offer 24-hour-a-day access to a hospice team. Pike County Hospice reduces financial stress on families and provides bereavement care to loved ones.
The Pike County Health Department. Neighbors helping neighbors. This is the Bowling Green Ready Mix TribCast postgame. Brought to you by Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction. Your high-quality 1-2 punch to knock out building projects.
And final numbers after Bowling Green beats Father Tolton by a final of 8-2 here to make it back to the Final Four.
All right. Well, for Father Tolton, Bedsworth, obviously the losing pitcher today. She went 7 innings, gave up 8 runs on 7 hits. She struck out 10, but she walked 6. It was one of the more weird pitching performances I've ever seen. And, of course, Harness, nails, as always. She gave up 2 runs on only 5 hits, 9 strikeouts. So, you know, and that's crazy when you say 9. That's a little under her.
Yeah, well, this is the state quarterfinals as well. Yeah,
I know that, but it's funny to that she just
only 9.
Right, right. So anyway, as far as there was just the one home run, of course. That was, if anything of real
the sac
interest.
fly
yes,
there in
the sac fly. But I mean, the home run was really the only true interesting thing for Father Tolton. But for Bowling Green, Gabby, she had a single and scored a couple of runs for Bowling Green. Harness, she had 2 RBIs today, 2 RBI double. Excuse me. And she ran for herself to get score those 2 runs. Haley Chandler today, 2 RBIs on 2 singles. Jade Meyer had an RBI single. And Grace Dameron, she had 2 RBIs today.
3.
3 RBIs today, 2 RBI home run, and an RBI single.
So there's your highlights going down the order. We'll have a pregame hopefully on about 1:35 on Friday from the Killian Sports Complex as Bowling Green will take on, we'll still say either Blair Oaks or Warsaw. That game just about 13 minutes away from first pitch. But Bowling Green's going back to defend that Class 2 state championship starting on Friday afternoon in Springfield, Missouri. 8-2 our final for April Froelich. Mark Froelich saying good afternoon. Have a great weekend here from thepeoplestribune.com.